Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say shalom. This is the brother Yeshaya coming at you again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson to the Racha Kodash. But this is going to be another in transit. Not sure what I'm going to entitle it, but pretty much going to be touching on the topic of this nuclear war, the inevitable battle of Armageddon, right? Which we understand is going to lead to the destruction of America by fire, thermonuclear fire, right? So I want to get this real quick. This is Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So we understand this is talking about the multiple world wars, right? You have the First World War, the Second World War, and now you see America heading into the Third World War, right? With all the pretty much wars and rumors of wars that's going around the world right now, we're seeing that the climate is pretty much telling us that America is really about to head into that Third World War, and that draft is coming, that military draft, right? Anybody under 26 years old will get drafted into this war, right? Really, if you're a man under 26 years old, you will get drafted into this war. Salakia, should have muted this. Bear with me. I don't want no distractions. All right, but yeah, America is heading into a Third World War, right? And like I said, this is going to be the war to end all wars. You know, because after this war, that's it, right? There's going to be no more war. There's going to be a shift in power, right? All power is going to be transitioned over onto Yahweh Shai, which he's going to take the kingdom, right? He's going to take the earth, you see? But before all that happens, this place is going to be made desolate. This place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, right? Them ICBM missiles that they've been storing up and building up, they're going to be used, right? Multiple times, you know, we make mention of that one nuclear site. I can't remember exactly where it's at. I think it might have been Russia, or it could have been United States. I'm not really sure. I have to go back and look at it. But apparently the chariots were hovering above that nuclear warhead site, and they activated the codes, right, to the point where the people that were in charge of that place, they were baffled. They didn't know what was going on, right? They were terrified, really, because if they would have went off, that would have triggered nuclear destruction. We're just showing you that ultimately the Most High is the one that's in charge of when things happen, right? And he has power to do really whatever he pleases. Esau is just a pawn. He's a small guy, right? In the scheme of all things. Like as Yahweh Shai said, you know, the only power that is given to him is the power or the only power that he has is the power that's given to him from on high, right? From Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So The true power comes from the Lord. The true protection comes from the Lord. You know, and ultimately the Most High's will be done. Right? Everything that's contained in the scriptures will come to pass. Right? But let me get this. This is Isaiah 9 and verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and the garments rolled in blood. Right? So just as the previous wars, you know, or even ancient wars, right? You had swords, shields, right? Bows and arrows. And when the two armies meet together in the field, it's a clash of noise, yelling, screaming, you know, confused noise, right? But it says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, right? So this incoming war, this World War III, will be determined through nuclear destruction, right? It ain't gonna be, you know, maybe there might be, you know, boots on the ground and all this and that, but the determining factor would be Slovakia. But the determining factor will be nuclear warheads, right? That's the great equalizer. You see? Let me read this back. Slovakia, I had a little bit distracted. This is Isaiah 9 and verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So what is it saying? This is saying that this next war will be fought with will be through nuclear warfare, right? Bear with me. There's other preachers to back it up. Let me get this. All right, this is Isaiah 24. Because this is what's going to happen after these missiles get shot off. Because like I mentioned, the angels, they're really the Most High, you know, who tells the angels what to do. You know, they're pretty much in control of everything, you know. So they can activate these missiles at will. But this is Isaiah 24:19. The earth is utterly broken. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. Right? Because these missiles is going to be used as a cleansing agent. Right? The Most High is going to use this to clean the earth. Salakia. But that's the reason why it says the earth is clean dissolved, right? The earth is moved exceedingly. Right? Meaning the Most High is going to sweep this place up from all the wickedness. Especially America. America being the center of all the wickedness is going to have to be removed, right? And the earth is going to be shaken. The earth is going to rock real to and fro. As a matter of fact, it says it right here. This is Isaiah 24:20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. See? So like Malachi 1 and 4, where it talks about how they shall rebuild, but the Most High will throw down. Well, this is the time when the Most High is going to throw this man's empire down, and no longer will this man rise up again. Right? Now let me get this. Isaiah 13:19. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And even to this day, they say they found Sodom and Gomorrah only because of the sulfur content in the soil or in the sand or whatever, right? They believe that that area that they have found was ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Or those 5 cities, right? But that's exactly how America's going to be. America's going to be pretty much completely destroyed to where it's going to be nothing but a desert. It's going to be a wasteland. And it's not, and it's going to form new lands and everything. So it's going to be unrecognizable of what this place used to be. But it's going to be a memorial, just as Sodom and Gomorrah was a memorial, right? But verse 20, it says, "It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherd make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there." Right? It says, "And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and their time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged." Right? And this is not going to be prolonged. Right? Scriptures talk about how, I believe it's Habakkuk, how this vision is yet for an appointed time. Right? So the Most High has set a date for America for when it's going to be thrown down, and we're seeing that time come. Every day that passes by is another day closer to the ultimate destruction of America and our salvation, our deliverance. You see? So I'm gonna close it off with that. You know, I gotta head into work, but with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the 4 corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Until the next time, I'm going to say Shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah.